of art. We'll get better and better at this. So by the time we do, ooh, there we go.
Still trying to check out the audio.
So I can just have myself like right in plain view. But the webcam quality is low because I was anticipating lag if I had it super high.
Test, test, test.
Problems with your audio?
No, we're good.
Okay. And then I can just turn this off and on. So it's just like there's double me. But it's fine. So I can just turn that off when I do this one. So the first announcement is that we're going to be at CTN. Do you know exactly what booth? I should have wrote that down before I started the stream.
Yeah, they're right here.
Yeah, so if you go to my Facebook, what is it?
Hall A.
Hall A T014. Write that down. And if you just go to my Facebook, Hall A T0114, right? Is that what it is? Or 14?
014.
Okay. Yeah, so if you do that, should be good. And yeah, we'll be there. We'll be doing. There's like again on my Facebook. There's like we're gonna be doing events throughout the event. So if you're gonna be at CTN, who's gonna be at CTN? Show of hands. Put your hands up, because we can see it. If we can't see your hands, just put down. I put my hands up. Also, we are going to be doing demos and stuff during the event, and then we're also going to have like portfolio reviews. We're going to be selling stuff, and yeah, should be good. Should be a good hangout. But also, what I wanted to talk about is kind of the things we're planning on doing. What? Steam tutorials? What about this? Oh, we have Steam tutorials? We'll try to be incognito, but like they can see.
The camera was on.
They can see. He was trying to be like.
I was like, dude.
Yeah, get out of here, Will. That's what people can tell.
Oopsies.
You can just say it, Will. It's not that formal. We're not like a real broadcast. Yeah. Anyway.
I was trying. Sorry.
I appreciate you trying. And so yeah, we're gonna have we have Steam tutorials. If you go online and just type in Robot Pencil, you can actually find a lot. It's basically all the stuff that we have in Gumroad. We're making a transition, but also Learn Squared. We're gonna be opening enrollment to our classes pretty soon. We're looking to do it sometime in December. There's no concrete date yet, but we have 2 new instructors. And in my class, I'm gonna have another course, and the other course is gonna be a project-based course in which I'm going to. The lint? Give me that lint. A project-based thing where I'm going to be using Unreal. And originally when I was planning on doing it, I used ZBrush and Substance Painter and all these different softwares, but I've actually been spending the last few weeks just using only 3D Coat as my number one software that I think I could do everything in. And I'm pretty convinced I probably can. And so after doing a few more tests, I realized I probably will only be using 2, maybe 3 different softwares versus 7 different softwares that I was originally going to do. So that will make the class much lighter. And it also is a good sister class to, let's say, Jama's class. But it's going to be basically involving Unreal, more 3D stuff, and yeah, things of that nature. In fact, I was going to show you guys some things and talk about it a little bit more. But yeah, with that, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to. Was there anything else that we needed to talk about? No, just CTN. We're going to be there. Learn Squared. We're going to have some new classes. Oh yeah, with 2 new instructors. We won't announce who those people will be until towards the end of this month and beginning of next. But the classes will open up. So for those of you who are wanting to do the pro package, which is the mentorship part of it, they'll be available, homies. So stay tuned. All right. So I'm going to keep Photoshop open, but I'm going to close this file. I'm going to jump back into 3D Coat and talk about some things. So let me go ahead and hide my face. There you go. Stretching. But you guys are welcome to ask questions. I'm just going to be toying around maybe drink some agua. John, do you have anything you want to say? You guys can see if John's procrastinating. So if you see him on his phone,
They can't see my screen.
They can see your screen.
They can't see my screen. Now, one of the first questions says, is there a specific skill level someone should be at to start taking your classes, or do you work with people who are at lower levels?
You got to be able to do at least 100 push-ups, 200 sit-ups. You have to be able to jog a mile in under 10 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. You just got to do 20 push-ups. But all seriousness, not really. It depends on what classes. I think if you're going to take Mache's class, there is like a huge learning curve. Especially with his, I think he was telling me like his fourth or third lesson is pretty intense because he starts getting into crazy hardcore 3D stuff. But overall, he is like actually redesigning it and restructuring it so it's a lot more less intermediate, more novice. But overall, your painting skills for my classes don't need to be the best. You just got to be willing. I suggest that it is going to be a little bit of hard work. You're going to be doing a lot of painting in my class, in my specific course. But you can, like, here's the thing, guys. You guys can sign up for any of the Learn Squared packages as of now. Like, you could sign up for, except for Pro. So you can sign up for Tier 1 or Tier 2. And then when the Pro package opens up, and if you are able to get a seat, then whatever you paid will be discounted. So let's say you spent the $200 for Learn Squared. So then it'll be $200 off when you go to Pro. Because basically what you're doing is you're paying $800 to have the live sessions, the live class. And then the $200 you've paid is really just for the actual videos, if that makes sense. And so with that idea, like, we haven't had this yet because we've only launched one class, but the way that we are thinking about how it works is that if you're a returning student, let's say you're going to take my class again, then instead of paying $1,000, you only pay $800 because, again, you're only paying for the actual in-class experience with me, right? You're not paying for like the full-on thing again. Whoops. But yeah. They took our gerbs.
Next question says, do you know when the next art mentorship enrollment is going to be, or is that the same as the classes?
The classes are always available. When we open up our new classes, they obviously will be available. But our mentorship classes are only available when we have seats in classes. So in that sense, our next semester, we're planning on next year, but we're going to open enrollment in December to give people plenty of time to save up money and try to get in. But also there's going to be people first come, first serve type of thing. Just to give you some scope, we sold out our first classes in the first week. So if you're really curious, I would say, or if you're really interested in signing up, I would say join our mailing list as of now. We're going to try to get a waiting list going for the people that are real serious about taking the class right away. But as of now, you don't have to do that. You can just, you can just wait. We're going to have potentially a bunch of classes, so it should be good to go. Bless you, Will.
Thanks. I have to re-render a shot at home.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because that render only works with my computer at home.
They're doing a short, so they're rendering out the frames.
Fuck renders.
Watch your language.
The next question says, is it crucial to learn UV mapping and texturing for concept design?
No.
He said, until now, I just use 3D models and do a paint over in Photoshop. Haven't really messed with UV yet.
So, my course is Interactive Concept Design. That's kind of the working title now. It might change when we actually start releasing. I'm going to talk about all this type of stuff, right? Because here's the thing. I do that too. Absolutely. And because it's just, it's fast. And that's really what you're doing. You're trying to get concepts. You just want them to be quick and dirty. You're not trying to change the world, with your painting skills. or your modeling skills. You just want like get a quick concept and then move on, right? Move on with your life, and that's pretty much how it's always been. But with 3D Coat, they actually do a lot of that stuff for you, and I'm going to show you. And this is just like I've been spending, like I said, the last few weeks really prepping for the class and finding ways to explain things so that's like when you guys jump into yourself, you don't have to worry about all this nitty gritty stuff that I had to go through. You can just kind of know the high concept idea and understand the parameters of it. But I mean, even this is going to have my modeling friends get a run for their money in terms of like how quickly I'm able to get things in and out of 3D Coat and then into like an editor, game editor like Unreal Engine. So unwrapping is not necessarily like, I think you should know how to do it because it will save you like it will help you out with like, hold on just a second, I actually have to make sure I know what's going on. Okay, cool. It actually will help you out with you know, basically getting your UVs like perfect if you ever want them to be perfect, you know. But if you don't want them perfect, and if you just want it for visual reasons, like I usually do, I usually only need them for like visual purposes, like very static, not entirely interactive, just super static purposes. Then you can actually basically have like the crappiest UVs ever and just deal with it later, you know, and use it as a concept stuff. Alright. Any other questions?
Yeah, someone says, is this being recorded? And if so, where can I access this later? So the Twitch one, we're still testing out some stuff. I selected record this, and then I think we could transfer it to YouTube. So it'll probably be in the Art Cafe if it is.
I think we were going to put it in Learn Squared, right? Actually. I don't know. We'll let you know, though. Like, eventually that information will be leaked. And you will know. Alright, so here's the cool thing. Like, let's say I've created a sculpt like this. And, like, here's the beautiful thing. It doesn't have to be entirely epic. Like, you know, we don't have to get super detailed. What I usually need to do with this thing is actually just have it be basically something that is going to give me my major forms. And I'm going to go ahead and do something like this. Actually, not what I want to do. I want to do spikes.
Someone said, any idea why my move tool always makes circles and it's not smooth when I try to use it on objects?
Wait, what?
Says, any idea why my move tool always makes circles and it's not smooth when I try to use it on objects?
Maybe because your smooth tool is very small. So, or like if I have mine, like if you look at mine, I have it very large. And then I have the intensity at a very medium range. You know? If you have it smaller, it's just going to do this, right? And you got to make sure that you're in voxel mode too. This guy is really adorable looking all of a sudden when I did that, did that little cut apart. And make sure that your move tool is on a default like alpha too. That's probably something important you want to make sure you do. It's just like depending on what all your settings are at will determine like how things are going to behave.
Someone said, AJ, have you tried Artman's 3D Coat presets? They're quite awesome.
What?
Artman's 3D Coat presets.
No, I saw there were some cool presets. For me, when it comes to presets and like hotkeys and these types of things, I generally avoid looking at third-party stuff until I feel really comfortable with the software. Because the one thing I don't want to happen